Welcome to Sousa Farm. Today we got to check our bees. We did the nucs about 3 weeks ago, so I'm going to be checking for the queens, see how many queens got made and how many are laying. Right now they should be laying, so if I don't see any eggs in the new nucs I made 3 weeks ago, then I know when I have a queen. So that's going to be the job for today. This is going to take a while. So what I'm going to do is I'll do some in front of me so you guys can see like if I have a maiden queen. Some of them already found them last week, but they're pretty young, so pretty hard to spot. So hopefully this week will be a lot easier to spot them and mark them. The color would be red for 2023. I have a yellow pen too, just in case I found one from last year that the paint went off, because the paint sometimes comes off. The bees will go and clean the queen a little bit and the paint will come off. So I'll be marking them, and after I'm done that, I'm going to be checking my colonies from last year, the ones who I didn't have to make nucs out of it because they're making honey right now, spring honey. So I'll be checking the progress on that, and I may be doing some equalizing if I see they're too strong, because I know I really don't want to split them again. So I may be taking some brood frames out of the big colonies, the ones who have two boxes, and putting into the nucs I just made, the ones that the queen is laying, just to give them a little boost. So like this, I'll be able to make a good cup of honey in the fall. So that's a thing that you can do. You can take bees from one colony that's too strong and you can add it to a weaker colony. As long as you make sure you find the queen from the colony you take in that frame of brood and you want it to be cap brood, the bees won't care. You can. I do that all the time. Never had a problem. Bees accept them. They'll just keep going their own business, and in a week or a couple of days, once that brood starts hatching, you just get a lot more bees in there, and you became your weaker colony in this case would be a little bit stronger. So the first thing we gotta do, so I'm gonna smoke my hands a little bit because it's a pretty windy day today, so they're a bit sassy. And we gotta get into this box, the yellow one, and into the green one. So let's get to it. I'm gonna smoke the entrance a little bit, just to let them know that I'm here. Get my hive tool. We'll take the lead. We'll look for the queen in the lead. I don't see it. I'm looking on top of the leads because some of them I found the queen, and what I did, I put a mark on top of the lead. That tells me that I already found the queen for that hive, and she should be marked. So you just gotta get in there slowly. I gotta come and mow around here. Just give him a little bit of smoke, just to let him know that I'm here. I'm looking for the queen in the back here. I don't see it. Now we gotta dig in here and look for eggs. So we'll take the first frame off. Keep an eye for the queen. There's nothing on it. Take the second frame. They're drawing it out. So they're drawing this one out. No queen in there either. Oh, check the back. The queen should not be in this frame because there's nothing for the queen to do in here. So that's it. Now we're not going to take any more off. We just got to pull them up. And before I go too far here, I'm just going to crack it right in the center here. And see if I see eggs. This was all new frames of foundation I just put in. This one is full of nectar, and they're drawing some pollen in there. They're drawing the foundation pretty good. No eggs in there. Same thing this side, nectar and a little bit of pollen, not much. And no eggs. This just drawing it out, so that's good. What we gotta do, we gotta get into this one here. So far so good. They've been pretty gentle actually. No see eggs in this side either. I have a couple queen cups. Oh, there is eggs in there. So there is eggs in this one. Not many, but I see eggs in there. So what I'm gonna do is try and find that queen to make sure it's a good queen and it's not a laying worker. Yeah, there's eggs in this side too, so I'm pretty sure there's a queen there somewhere. So go try and find it. Now when you look for the queen, when they are young queens, you just look for the bee that's just running around in the frame. Drones, they're a bit bigger than the bees, quite a lot bigger. I can show you in this frame actually. So you can see the drones will be a lot bigger than the bees. See if I don't get stinger. There is a drone right there, and they will be quite big. It's full of eggs. This whole area here is full of eggs. So I know I have a queen here. The Kirsten is just finding it. Now, the drones, you don't have to worry about them stinging because they don't. So you can just pick them up like this guy here. You can just pick them up because they don't sting. Their only job is to mate with the queen. Like, you don't have to worry about getting stung by drones. And they make a much different sound too when they're flying. It's more like a buzz. It's almost like a truck is coming. No queen here. Where are you? This side is pollen. Oh, put you back. And last one. It's all nectar in there. Where are you? Nice black bee there. Well, I know it's a queen here, so I'm just gonna leave them. And I'll come back to them maybe later. Okay, this one is good. So this one is a mated queen. She's just start laying. So that's good. You want to center your frames in the hive. Put your lead back. There we go. And done. My smoker went out. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get to the green box, and if once I find the queen, I'll show you. Okay, so we're gonna get into this one here. This one is making honey, both of them. So all I want to do is check to see how they're doing honey wise. Now when they make honey, they became a little bit more aggressive because it's normal, they're just protecting their crop. The queen we know is at the bottom box, so we don't have to worry too much here. So we just gotta crack this right at this excluder there. We gotta dip it. It's pretty heavy, so they're filling it up pretty good. That'll be all dandelion honey. Now in here, I just wanna get in here to see how much brood we have in here. Make sure they're not gonna swarm on me. They shouldn't be swarming because they're making honey now. Just hold that. You don't want to do any brood movements. Queen is not here, should not be here. So we gotta get in here, see how much space I have. So we have a lot of drones. They have a lot of space, a lot of pollen. It's all pollen right there. Look at that, loaded. And look all of the drones in this side. So as you see, that's a drone there, drone, 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 drone. It's full of them. You can just pick them right up, the drones. They will not stink. They're just big. They will do nothing. Their job is to eat and mate with the queens. So they still have quite space here. Just get into another frame here. I'm pretty sure this is a queen from last year. I don't see any marks on it. Look at that. Slab of brood. So she's right to the end of the box here. This side hatching bees. Really nice. Just brand new brood in there. This side they're hatching right now. So she's doing pretty good. That's one frame of brood. I may just take a frame out of here if I find her and give her to that colony over there. This is a pretty strong colony. So that'll be one frame of brood there. Slab. Ooh, this one is full of eggs. Completely full. So she's doing her job. Yeah, completely full of eggs. In both sides. Some larvae there. You gotta get in here and... Ooh, that was a crack. They don't like that. There we go. Yeah, so slab of brood. Wonder if I miss it. Some eggs in there. It's pretty good. That one is a slab of brood too. I can see it from here. Will she be in here? I don't know. I get it pretty thick. It's pretty warm. Yeah, all cap brood, and she's rimming the outside with the eggs and larvae. She's not wasting any time. Same thing this one, full of eggs. Whatever the brood is not capped, she has it full of eggs and young larvae, so she's pretty busy. It's a really good queen. I like to take a look at her, but no queen cell, so that's good. My luck, she'll be in the last frame. And it's always the harder one to get out. Those drone frames. This one is full of drone brood. That's why I have so many drones. I keep a couple. I think I have 10 drone frames in the whole thing, in the whole apiary there. And I missed them queen. She's not in here. Well, that's a boomer. I like to see her. So they have quite space to lay. That's good. No queen cells. They're making honey. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. So we'll put this back. And we'll put the honey on top. It's quite heavy. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull a frame off here to make sure. Oh, they're building wax between them. Wasn't that nice? Just pull frame here. Oh yeah. I have a little bit of pollen here, surprisingly. It's full of honey. That's what I want. Should be dandelion honey. Now they built comb in here between the frames. They can get this one out. There we go. Packed with nectar. Packed with honey. Nice. So they didn't start capping yet. How about this one? See, that's a problem. They start building the comb like this and they just, that's not what I want. Why would you girls do this? It's good. So they have a lot of space. There we go. So this one is good. So that's pretty much it. You just go, you find your queens, you mark them. If there is a weak hive, you can take some frames like this one's real strong and put them in the weak ones. Make sure you find the queen before you do that. Make sure you don't transfer the queen in there. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna go through it. I'm gonna check for all the queens, mark the ones I can find. Make sure I don't need to put any supers in some of the boxes. That one there, I'm maybe putting a super on it. And you just want to keep on top of them. Keep on top of them, check them. Make sure if it's a strong hive, but you don't have any queen cups or queen cells, you can always take a couple frames off so they don't swarm on you and add it to another hive. If you don't want to do that, then you just put honey supers. If you have a honey flow going on, a nectar flow, you can add boxes on top and hopefully they'll just move up and start making honey and they won't swarm on you. But once the flow starts going pretty good, they'll just go into honey mode and they will fill the strongest hives I have, like this one. This will fill 7-8 boxes of the deep ones of honey, so that'll give you quite a lot of honey. So anyways, I'll keep going and then I'm going to check my nuke at the end. Some of the nukes I didn't transfer yet, and I'll show you that. Okay, so we just finished. It's about 3 o'clock. So it took me about so I start at noon, so 1 2 3, about 3 hours to go through all of them. So I found most of the queens. We have 1 2 3 that I couldn't find the queen, but that one has eggs, so I know there's a queen in there, and the other two didn't have any eggs. So I don't know if there's no queen in there at all or if she just start laying yet. So what I did, I put a frame of brood with eggs in both of them from another big hive, and either if they're queenless, they will raise their own, hopefully. So I'll check on them in a week and see what happens. A mistake that I made is that the little green box that's on top of those two hives there. So I checked it. I found the queen in there, a young queen, just laying really good too. So I grab it to mark it, and I guess I squeeze it a little bit too hard in the back. You don't want to touch when you grab the queens. You don't want to grab them by the back. So I knew I was squeezing a bit too hard, and so by the time I marked and I put it back, she was just dead. So what I did, I could see she was moving a little bit, but not much. So I just put it in the bottom of the box, let the bees go to her. The bees went to her, and for 30 seconds nothing happened. So I just assumed she was dead. So what I did, I just closed the box and give them about an hour. So by the end, I went back and couldn't find the queen. It was in the bottom of the box. The little box, just 4 frames in that box. It's pretty easy to go through. And then I look, and she was in the wall walking around. So I took 2 frames out because it was a pretty strong nuke, and I put them. That's the 2 frames I used because she was laying. So that's the 2 frames I used for that box and that box. And then I put 2 foundations on it, and I'm gonna give it a week, and then in a week I'll check if I see any eggs and if she's still alive, obviously. And if she's still alive and she's laying, if there's eggs in there, then I'll probably just transfer her to one of those boxes where they may be queenless, and that's it. So that just, you gotta be careful when you grab your queens there. Either with the tools, they sell some tools that you can catch the queen and then squeeze them in. Either of those tools, you gotta be very careful because it doesn't take much to kill them. They're not bulletproof. They're pretty strong, but you squeeze them in the wrong spot and that's what happens. So anyways, so pretty good. We have 18 laying queens right now and two hives that then are laying plus that one, so that'll be 19. So we're doing pretty good. We have 21 hives right now, and that's about the number I want to be. I don't want to have more than that. They're all in honey production. The top boxes, the ones who have two boxes on them. So the top boxes, some of them they're almost full, some of them they're half full. So that's good. I figured with all those dandelions just getting out now, they should be able to probably fill them up. And what I'll do once I see they start capping those boxes, once they start capping the honey, I'll give them another box on top and let them cap that bottom box. And once that bottom box is capped, I'll take it out. And I'm going to extract that honey hopefully soon so I can get some spring honey because I don't want it mixed with the rest of the flowers in the summer. Because should be most of it should be dandelion, and that's exactly what I want. So anyways, that was the update for the bees. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.